Hi, my name is Gabby La Mantia, and I am a second grade teacher at McDougle Elementary School. Today for you, I'm going to be reading a story called My Brother the Duck, and it was written by Pat Zietlow Miller, and it was illustrated by Daniel Wiseman. That means he drew the pictures, and there's some really, really fun pictures in this story. The main character, her name is Stella. She has a new and different experience going on in her life, and it is meeting her baby brother. And if you've had that experience of having something new and different in your life, you'll know that that can bring up some new thoughts or new ideas or new opinions, and that's okay. So we're going to read to find out what Stella thinks about her new baby brother. Again, My Brother the Duck. I'm Stella Wells, fledgling scientist. Scientists notice things, and so do I, like the fact that my baby brother might be a duck. A fledgling scientist. That means one that's kind of new and learning. This book has a lot of really great, interesting words, too. I spotted something odd before he was born. Dad told Mom, "You're waddling. We must be having a duck." They laughed. I didn't. A baby was bad enough. A duck was unacceptable. Research was obviously required. So when my parents returned from the hospital holding something wrapped in a blanket, I took notes. The thing was scrawny. It was yellow. Its nose was flat and broad. It looked like a duck. But that was only a hypothesis. To prove it, I'd need evidence. A hypothesis means a guess that scientists take before they test it. Mom showed me the bundle. "Look, Stella, it's your baby brother Drake." That name seemed noteworthy. Turns out Drake is a fancy word for a boy duck. My first piece of evidence? Check. As soon as I wrote it down, Drake started squawking. Man, could that kid quack. My second piece of evidence? Check. But scientists can't just wing it. They have to gather facts. Facts are things that are real and true. So I visited my friend, Carla Martinez. She's made volcanoes erupt, pickles glow, and paper clips float. She's quite the scientist herself, huh? We have a new baby. His name is Drake. I think he's a duck. Carla considered my statement. Male ducks are called drakes, she conceded. Does he quack? You should hear him. Does he have feathers? Well, not yet, but he's fairly fuzzy. Does he have a bill? I stopped to think. Drake's nose was definitely not normal. I guess so, I said. Now, when she's talking about his nose, I'm making a guess as a reader with these illustrations. He has a pacifier. It's like some people call it a binky, and it kind of looks like a duck's nose. So I think that's what she's thinking of. Carla raised an eyebrow. Scientists don't guess. Further research was obviously required. Back home, Drake looked more like a duck than ever. Incredible, I said. But inconclusive, Carla replied. We must consult an expert. Sounds like they really want to check their facts. That's what good scientists do. We chose Principal Kowalski. She drinks coffee from a duck-shaped mug. She keeps rubber ducks on her desk. She even calls, "Make way for ducklings," when our class walks down the hall. Looks like a fun group of friends, huh? Miss Kowalski, I said, We were wondering, how can you tell if a baby duck is really, a duck? Well, you know what people say. If it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's probably a duck. There it was. An expert had confirmed my hypothesis. I was related to a duck, a waddling, quacking, broad-billed baby duck. I thought about it all day. Where we'd go, what we'd do. It wasn't so bad, really. We could still go fishing. We could still share lunch. Drake's feathers would add a certain flair to every photo. Plus, we'd never ever lose a game of Duck, Duck, Goose. I hurried home, ready to be the best big sister a duck ever had. Drake was in his bassinet. He looked rounder and smoother than before. His nose seemed almost normal. That didn't fit the bill. Was all my research wrong? Just then, Dad waddled by. I dropped my notebook and stared. Long, skinny legs? Check. Wide, webbed feet? Check. The biggest bill I'd ever seen? Check. Pool time, he announced. I need to get my wings wet. And with those words, I knew. Stella Wells, fledgling scientist, had another hypothesis to test. I bet it's about Dad, huh? I thought that was a really fun story, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Again, that was titled My Brother the Duck by Pat Zietlow Miller, illustrated by Daniel Wiseman. Thanks. Have a great day.